Okay, I'm making up some tofu. I haven't actually tried using this pot to make tofu before, but I'm going to give it a go. I have taken my soya beans and I have ground them up in the blender jug with water. I have sieved out as much of the solids as I could, leaving just the uncooked soya milk. So I'm now cooking up the soya milk prior to adding, what have I got here? Some coagulants. I'm going to experiment with different types of coagulant with the passage of time. Once that has been added and the heat's been turned off, I will then pour it into a tofu mold, which is over here. Okay, and this is the thing which goes on top and presses down on the tofu. Put a weight on top, leave it like that for 5 hours, then take it out and freeze it overnight. And the end result will be a nice block of tofu, which I can then have as a meat substitute whenever I want it. So, I mean, yeah, of course, I would apologize for the mess in the kitchen, but I'm not doing a cooking show. I'm just showing you. I mean, this is a working, living environment. Okay, so you're going to get all the stuff. I mean, I'm doing some sprouting. I got that out so that I can make more nut butters and nut milk later on. So, you know, this is a living kitchen. I'm not doing a cooking show. For those of you out there who want to be really, really critical and say, oh my word, your kitchen isn't sparkless. Well, people who are like that, go away. I'm a man who's just fitting in, making up his tofu whilst taking his lunch break prior to getting back to work, and with not much time. I'm not doing a cooking channel. Alright? So I just wanted to make sure you got that nice and clear inside your head. But this is me making tofu so that I can have like my own griddle pan steaks whenever I want, and at a much lower price point. So about £1.60 should be able to get me about 3 fry steaks, which I can have when I want. But I also want to experiment with using tofu to make a soya based cheese, as well as using tofu to make desserts and pies and flans and all manner of wonderful edible goodies. So tofu is pretty interesting and cool, and I like cooking. Immediately after I've added the coagulant, I'm going to pour some of it into these 2 little jelly molds, so I'll have a nice very soft tofu for my dessert after I've had my baked potato curry type thing for lunch. And so that, with a bit of sweetener, touch of flavouring and colour, is going to make a nice dessert for me. Nice and soft, bit of protein, quite good. Okay, so as you can see, if you're not using your dumbbells for your workouts, you can use them to press your tofu. There we go. Steadily sort of like draining out all the stuff. You got the tofu press, you got a cheesecloth, the tofu is wrapped in a cheesecloth, and you got the plungery thing there, and you got a weight on top, being a 1.25 kilogram mass. Here, one of these, I can't remember which one, I gave a bit of yellow food colouring to and a dash of vanilla essence. The other one I added sweetening to, but I did not add the colouring and the vanilla essence. I also added sweetener to the one which I did add the vanilla essence and the colouring to. And this one is just straight plain curds and whey. Just waiting for those to get a bit more solid, and then it's going to be nibbles time.